slow night in the NHL, but there was an upset in college basketball. I love you guys, and welcome into an all-new edition of All Andy Alfred right here on ClayFan 2-3. I am your host, Andrew Alfred, welcoming you into the program. Yes, it was a slow night in the NHL last night, but we had a major upset in the college basketball world. We'll get on to that, but two games last night in the NHL to be noted on versus last night. Philadelphia was a winner 3-2 over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Genny Malkin scored his 9th and 10th of the season. Nikolai Zherdev his 10th, and Scott Hartnell his 8th of the season. Shots on goal in the game. Philadelphia had 37 shots on net. Pittsburgh had 23 shots on net, and that was the winner. And the winner was Hartnell, his 8th season. Toronto and Edmonton. Well, there was more Toronto fans in Edmonton than there were Oilers fans last night. I'll tell you that, because I saw the highlights, and I gotta admit, there was a lot of blue and white instead of blue and orange. The Maple Leafs were a winner 4-1 last night. Shots on goal. Toronto had 34 shots on net. Edmonton had 24. Eblay for Edmonton scored his 7th of the season. Dion Phaneuf his 1st. Phil Kessel his 12th. And Christopher Stieg his 10th of the season in front of 16,895 fans. Now tonight in the NHL, it is a 22 games. 22 teams are in action tonight. 11 games. The Rangers are taking on Pittsburgh. That is the versus game at 7 o'clock. It will be the Rangers and the Penguins. Tonight on FSN Detroit, it will be the St. Louis Blues taking on the Detroit Red Wings, looking for their 5th win in a row. Other games noted: Colorado taking on Chicago. That's the home and home switch. Philadelphia is taking on Montreal. And tonight at 10 o'clock on TSN Sportsnet, not on FSN Ohio. If you're going to look for the game on FSN Ohio, do not. That game has been blacked out. But you can watch it either on NHL Center Ice or Game Center Mobile, or on a website I like to find. And you could go on my Facebook page and you'll find the website to watch the game. The Blue Jackets take on the Vancouver Canucks at 10 o'clock. The Blue Jackets are 16-11-2, and Vancouver is 16-8-4. Look out for the Sedin twins tonight. They are a hot streak. And look out also for Raffi Torres. Raffi Torres and Manny Malhotra are on this team, two former Columbus Blue Jacket players. Those two are Raffi Torres has scored in the last 3 attempts against Columbus, against when they play each other. So that'll be an interesting matchup. Last night in the college basketball world, we had a shakeup. The Oakland Grizzlies from Michigan, Oakland, Michigan, suburb of Detroit, beat the 7th-ranked Tennessee Vols in 89-82. Kenneth Bernstein was the leading point getter for that game. He had 26 points for Oakland, 10 rebounds, and no steals. And Brian Williams for Tennessee had 18 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 steals. It's a big shakeup. That's a number 7 team taking a dive after Michigan State is falling off the map a little bit, but it's early. Calm down, Spartan fans. Calm down, Izzo Knights. It's going to be a tough season, I think. Tonight in the college basketball world, Ohio State takes on FSC, Florida Gulf Coast at 7:30 on the Big Ten Network, and then OSU being the number 2 team in the country. Akron at 8:30 on Big Ten Network will take on Minnesota, the 20th ranked Minnesota Gophers at 8:30. And another note about Minnesota: the Minnesota Gophers will be hosting the Minnesota Vikings this coming Monday at U.S. Field, or whatever it's called, Wells Fargo Field. That's right, Wells Fargo Field. They are going to host the Monday night game for the Bears and the Vikings this Monday night at 8:30 on ESPN. Last night in the ECHL, a game was postponed. It was Gwinnett versus Greenville. It was postponed due to the ice conditions, and the resurfacer didn't seem to work out, and it was broken down, and so the game was postponed. So there was no games actually in the ECHL tonight. And hold on, I'll continue while I talk. Excuse me, just one moment. Tonight in the ECHL, Wheeling is taking on the Kalamazoo Wings at 7 o'clock. Reading is taking on the Cincinnati Cyclones at 7:30. Stockton is taking on Alaska at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. And Las Vegas takes on Utah at 9:05. And now let's present to you the media guy from the Toledo Walleye, the ECHL question of the day. Now, we get a lot of questions about the ECHL, frequently asked questions about the ECHL. So here we go. We'll start off with the... Alright, since Christmas is coming around the corner and we have the Christmas lights up behind me, we're going to do this one. What is the Christmas waiver and freeze trade? There will be a waiver and trade freeze from 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, December 21st until noon Eastern Standard Time, December 26th. Players may not be waived or traded during this freeze. However, all roster transitions are permitted. What is the ECHL roster limit? ECHL teams can carry a maximum of 20 players on an active roster, not counting the injured reserve. And what constitutes a rookie in the ECHL? A rookie is any player who has played less than 25 regular season games of professional hockey. And, of course, December 4th, 2011 at 3 o'clock, the deadline for all the rosters in the playoffs. And I don't think the Walleye are going to make the playoffs. Honestly, I don't think the playoffs at all. Recommendation of the night, the Toledo Walleye are hosting 3 home games coming up after the Christmas break. December 26th at 7 o'clock against the Kalamazoo Wings. December 29th, actually the 26th at 5:30. That's a Sunday game. And then the 29th against Kalamazoo at 7 o'clock. And on January 1st against the Cincinnati Cyclones at 7 o'clock. Tickets are available at 419-725-WALL, ToledoWalleye.com, or the Huntington Center box office. And also, Toledo Mud Hen Pandemonium tickets have gone on sale, and they are $10 a piece. You can go to the Mud Hen website or go down to Fifth Third Field to purchase your tickets for that event. And yes, I am rocking the Toledo Walleye lapel that I always like to wear. As you see in some of my shows in the summer, I wear the Mud Hen lapel, and in the winter I wear the Walleye lapel. I hope to get a Blue Jacket lapel when I go back down to Columbus. I am Andrew Alfred. I hope you have an excellent day. And remember, as always, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together, and especially the teams behind me. And to you, the viewers at home, victory is sweetest when you have tasted defeat. Have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.